Cohen call. Up top, and he missed it. And Shelstad answers.
Oh, that's a huge turnaround. Defense that they're attacking.
Holloman. And here comes Bamba. And the easiest basket Jackson Shelstad's had all day. 30 scorer in the league on the team. Akins is the leading scorer. He's 33rd in the league in scoring. And they won the league.
This is a great example of a...
So now Richardson splits the defense. Richardson couldn't make a spectacular finish. Outlet to Shelstad. Whoa!
That's a heck of a thing.
For that, they went at him in the paint, and now Biddle creates a steal and is able to corral it. Shelstad, he's really found the stroke lately. And
Galloway getting all the way downhill. The Oregon defense collapses but doesn't close out on Mbako.
Shelstad never shot. You can just feel this game and the magnitude of it. Ballo can't clean it up. Just seeing the crowd celebrate that foul created from Anthony Leal.
Anthony Leal is a crowd favorite here. Indiana love him in the Hoosiers.
Shelstad.
But what a target for Galloway. Every time he's turning the corner, he's just throwing it up at the rim, letting the big fella eat.
6 points, 6 boards for Ballo. Shelstad, that is tough. And Shelstad, he's going to pull up and get his miss from 16.
Somebody's going to have to go make a play.
Ballo throws an interception. And TJ Bamba tells him to back it out.
Bam Tracy has been excellent for Oregon here in this second half. Come up with some big defensive plays. He's made a big bucket. Been a stabilizing factor for Oregon.
Shelstad has found the stroke again.
Shelstad rips it away.
This is just one example, Jeff.
Shelstad with just 2 points in this game. It's been the Biddle show with 35. To shoot. Shelstad falls away, knocks the jumper down.
Running and hunting that three-point arc, and even though he misses, Oregon defensively, not enough guys back. Dane Allman's got to be unhappy about that one.
Goody shooting 53% from three in his last 6 road league games. There's Shelstad, great.
Really quickly. Now watch Jackson Shelstad, how quickly he gets from end to end.
Accelerates and scores. 24 plus minus.
Yeah.
Luke Goody said after the game, has that ever happened in Indiana history?
Yeah, Anthony Leal is not out here to, get double-figure scoring. He's a ball mover. Last 3 games, 11 assists, 1 turnover, and an excellent defender.
Shelstad snaps the net. Nice catch, and he hits the 3.
Oh, the three-point shot, which has not been Indiana's weapon of choice this season, is single-handedly given them the lead. They are 5 for 7 from deep in this half.
After a cold first half. Well, this is in line with what they've done the last 2 games.
Yeah, 50% shooting from 3 are the Hoosiers, their last 2.
Oh, what a quick stop and
league or whatever. They're probably smarter than you and I, but it just doesn't seem right to me.
It makes for some good entertainment down the stretch, so I'll tell you that. As a fan, it's been fun at the bottom of the standings. Out of the Oregon timeout, Bamba gets cut off. Shot clock is down to 4. Shelstad, a heave.
When we were in the Pac-12, it was always you didn't want to play Dana Altman starting in February, but especially after Valentine's Day. And I feel like because of the portal, that's changed a little bit. So much turnover, roster turnover. It's, a couple weeks later. I know they've won 4 in a row now, but coaching staff seems to think that their best, the whole Altman experience is starting right now.
Shelstad creates space and stays high. Through the defense. No space.
USC
Yates
read that.
steps into a 3. Claude goes high and then loses it. Outlet. Shelstad.
You know what passed out? AG. His defense has been pretty good here.
And he turns it over. Shelstad up ahead again, and he finishes again.
Good luck catching hitting out.
Union.
They get a sub.
Claude picked away.
Telling you.
Shelstad all alone.
I'm just telling you, in the coach.
Here he is. Biddle on him. Shot clock low. Danger zone.
Yep, you can keep trying. I'm telling you. You have to get away from Biddle. You can't go into him. He's so good at staying vertical and not fouling for the most part. 78% or 81, something like that.
73. Fresh 20 for Shelstad on the rebound.
Well, defense has been the issue for USC. Gave up 88 to Maryland, 95 to Rutgers, and then 92 to Ohio State the other night. And so defense has been better here tonight or today. Shelstad knocks longer stretches of minutes today.
He's played at least 30 minutes 4 times this year. He's already at 24 minutes today.
He's been so impactful. He started the game with the offense, but it's kind of been more defense since.
Shelstad creates room.
Have more 17 down at Wisconsin. No one does. But they just did it last Saturday.
Culminated in overtime after Shelstad sent it to overtime with a big 3. Shelstad will try and hit the triple.
Speaking of...
Crowd misses. Offensive rebound though. Tanjay. No.
It's a really good late challenge by Bamba. The team that wins the rebound battle today is going to be victorious with all the size that both of these teams have, especially with Wisconsin with nearly 2 7-footers on the front line. Oregon's going to have to really rebound the ball.
So Biddle hit a 3, and there.
Before Kamar McGee comes into the game, and his ability to be able to get up and into you and under you defensively makes a huge difference in this game.
TJ Bamba gives it up.
Let's see the Supreme Cook, number 7 in black, in this game. See if they can get something going on the inside.
Bamba, he can get downhill, but he's cut off. And watch that shot clock here. Shelstad drives and blows by McGee.
They could have cleared, but they felt they needed that firepower in the first 5 rotation. Good call.
But Amos could not handle the pass. Bartholomew leads for Shelstad. NBA range. That is in rhythm. Taken by Moss.
That's good offensive execution. They got a good look against that zone by attacking the middle of the floor. Well done.
Here is Shelstad. You mentioned it. Quiet as of late. He must have heard you. Right to the rim. Here we go. 16,000 vertical here at the Kohl Center. Shelstad to tie it. Oh! Nice.
Young Bryce Dortch makes his first appearance, and Dylan Harper re-enters for Rutgers. Shelstad has not taken a shot yet, Casey. I'm not sure if he's looked at the rim yet until now. And he makes it count.
He's made that shot way more difficult than it needed to be.
So Michael Davis hounded, and he turns it over. Shelstad, traffic, and he finds the window. 2 free throws on the ball.
Yeah, I know it sounds petty, but that could have easily been called a flagrant foul.
Bamba gives it up. Shot clock off. Shelstad surrounded, breaks free and scores. Quick rebound and score. First basket of the day for Michael Davis.
And Rutgers, give them some credit here. Oregon, probably their best 3-point shooting, 25 minutes of any game this year, and they are hanging in there, taking that punch and giving yourself a chance on the road.
Shelstad measuring up. Martini, deep 3. He connects!
He's not impressed about the 3. He needs a young guy to mix it up down low.
Bailey, the rebound goes up high, and it's Evans who pulls it. Shelstad, the hesitation, sticks and sticks. Sideline, Bailey, maybe he will get it going.
Just 3 for 11 right now, but he doesn't care. You watch Ace Bailey play, he's not so much worried about, hey, like, looking at the box score.
Oh, Shelstad. If that's going
A lot of them when I can. One of the interesting things they say a lot is it's actually interesting for them to watch when a player struggles and to see how they battle with it. Or do they hang their head? Do they continue to play hard on the other end of the floor? So this is a great opportunity for Ace Bailey to show his toughness.
Shelstad, another step back three. And three. Purdue has 4. Grant can't put it down. And as we said earlier, Michigan and Michigan State are still going to play twice.
Yep. Michigan and Dusty May, their head coach's first year. Dusty May was coaching at Florida Atlantic for the last several years, took them to the Final Four 2 years ago. And in his first year at Michigan has done a marvelous job. They are a tough guard. And they got Area 51, the front court combination as Shelstad just walks in for another layup.
Going in under 4. So they're going to play their hearts out. You know, we'll just see if they have enough to keep up with the Ducks.
Jordan Clayton and Justin Mullins each made their first starts of the year against Washington on Saturday, making their second starts here today. For Clayton, it's his second game. An Oregon team that at one point looked like maybe the best, certainly one of the best in the league. And they're trying to find their stride again here before the conference tournament in a month. Jackson Shelstad, aggressive as we approach midnight in the East. Here comes Bam Tracy.
See if they can take advantage of turnovers and get some easy ones. It always helps get those easy ones to get you.
Bamba snaps it into the corner. Shelstad rattles in the 3.
Looking to dribble right away, swing the basketball. Nice easy swing pass for the easy 3 in the corner.
Up ahead, Shelstad, and he lays it in. A fast start. We could tell today, talking to Chris Collins and being at his team shoot-around, that despite some of the adversity that this team has faced, and you saw the fight, as you mentioned, on Saturday at Washington. And one thing he said was, look, we still have a lot to play for. We are top 60 in the net. Obviously, from a Big Ten tournament perspective, Shelstad a 3.
Just told me those 2 freshmen midfielders, they might not do all things right, but they will play.
Wyndham and Cherovino on the floor together right now with the last couple of baskets. Nicholson defending, reaching, and Shelstad hits up, and he hits.
Nice little pull-up. Again, that drop coverage that allows that pull-up at easy
Boy,
pretty good game here. He's played with really good confidence.
well, and for Barry, 70% of his points come from 3. Shelstad hits the triple.
Nice outing tonight.
What it must be like for this group to lose Brooks, Barnheiser, and then Jalen Leach in a sequence of just a couple of games. Shelstad with 20.
Center and the first Big Ten meeting between Oregon and Michigan State. And off we go to get it started here on Fox.
Folks, Michigan State's going to see a ton of pick and rolls. Their pick and roll defense is going to have to be on point this afternoon.
Oregon, despite the 4 losses, this is a team that's still 16-7. And Dane Altman has a lot of belief in this club. Here's Shelstad. He's the floor general. And a good start. He buries a triple.
State loves to push it on misses and makes.
Getting a hand in there. T.J. Bamba takes it away.
Numbers.
Yeah, 4-on-1. It'll be Shelstad, the recipient. Turnover.
He's trying to make that pass to Cook, which was a good decision, but he's got to throw that to the rim and let Cook go get it.
Another early turnover for Michigan State, and Shelstad on the other end.
Jackson, from like he's been shooting it all his life.
Step back. Shelstad is on fire. Goes to the bench for Oregon here with 2 fouls.
Takes away a guy who had been displaying himself as a physical driver, able to get in the lane.
Deep 3. Shelstad. How about that friendly roll on the road?
Kind of looks like their man has completely jacked up the offensive attack in the half court for Michigan State.
Shelstad steps back, looking for a double-digit lead, and they've got it up 10. And already 16 here today.
Here's that zone look again, partner.
And how about Shelstad again? My, oh my, count it and the foul.
Michigan giving themselves another opportunity to reset, get downhill. Dana Altman is hot right now. Not pleased with giving up that layup. Trying to get his team to have a better start. They've struggled the last few games in that regard.
Keyshawn Bartholomew. Shot clock under 10 once more. Shelstad around the Supreme Cook screen. Got a great look and hits the two.
Shelstad is so quick and fast.
Play versus non-conference. It's so rare to see such a stark contrast for a player once he gets into conference season on the positive side like Shelstad has.
Yeah, and I think that he has been asked to carry some of that load offensively and push the issue a little bit. Be a little bit selfish in that regard.
Here he is again, popped open for three, and he hits it. Got a...
Kevin, his last two threes are comfortably from NBA range. Comfortably.
Think he's showing a little something?
Every time he steps on the floor.
Shelstad, the leaner is good. To his float, and what a find. Wolf to Cheddar. Danny Wolf is doing everything right now.
He's been doing it for the majority of the season as well, and so he's such a tough matchup because at 7 foot, you're not going to bother his vision.
We've seen it in this conference the last for Keyshawn Bartholomew.
It's going to take that kind of effort, Kevin, on the road to close out this deficit if you're Oregon.
Walters 0 for 2 from 3. Here's Shelstad, 3 in transition is good. For an offense that averages over 82 points per game, the highest scoring offense at Michigan since Steve Fisher's 1989-1990 team. All they did was average 86.2 a game, so you're going to need more.
Watch Danny Wolf's wingspan. Look at that. Without fouling. Great defense. One thing he hasn't done is kiss babies and sell posters at halftime.
It still could happen. Shelstad drops that one down.
A good center from Creighton had one field goal attempt against Nebraska because of what you just saw there. They just converge on whoever gets the ball in the paint and don't let them score.
You don't get to watch the Huskers and sleep in your own bed. Like Shelstad.
That was clear. I thought you meant like writing a check or something.
Bryce Williams can't hit that. And now Shelstad. Whoa, look out. Jawan Gary.
Speaking of execution against the pressure, done perfectly there by Nebraska.
It's not the first time they've got a dunk off of a full court press today.
Shelstad feeling it, and he hits.
7, 8 seed, 6 seed, and you're playing so well that you're able to, with one less game, able to rip through the Big Ten tournament.
Shelstad long 2, and he hits it. Shelstad was 50.
Throw to Cali.
Man, that's the second time. That's a difficult shot. A right-handed shooter going to his left, coming under control.
Not known for his offense, but confident off that 18-point game. Minnesota oozing confidence to start. Shelstad bolts right to the rack.
Nice job. Well, right now, if you are Oregon, you want to continue to try to cut into this lead. You've got it down to 10 points when you were down 18 earlier in this half. And nice job of recognizing the mismatch with Angel on Awesome, who forced him to give it up.
Deep 3, Shelstad. Shot down. Garcia was able to hang and hit there. McHale was appointment TV for Sean back in the day. Oregon back to it, down by 6. Shelstad rattles in a floater. Boy, nice job to cut the corner. And the crowd really becoming a factor late in the game. Shelstad got a big 3. Time. 1 for 2, Biddle the rebound, 5-point game. Oregon's undefeated road record on the line. Shelstad, quick 2, and the foul.
Losses to Purdue at home. Oregon didn't shoot it well. Their defense was really good on Saturday, just didn't make enough shots. And Washington's still playing hard. You know, their record's not great in Big Ten play, but they are coming to play every night. They're going to give Oregon all they want here tonight.
The 316th meeting, and Jackson Shelstad.
Like Bamba is very physical, and there was a lot of contact on that play. Diallo's still able to finish it.
Shelstad creating just enough space for his... away. Shelstad, what a finish. If you want to have a debate about who the best team in the league is, you might have to include Danny Sprinkle. He's an expert on seeing the best teams in the league right now.
Right. Does everyone's scouting report?
Yep. Shelstad.
Purdue. Little step back for Schmidt, creating space off the contact.
Hey, one of the reasons why I like both of these teams, Terry, they're not so hung up on analytics. Go get the best shot you can. And if that's a fadeaway in the free throw line area, it's good for me.
Mid-range jumper, maybe a lost art, but not with these two teams.
Correct.
Tracy along the baseline. Shelstad, he can knock that down, and he's been doing
so far. And you're just not getting it to drop, but getting to that rim area and getting those quality looks. That's been good for Purdue on the road here.
Supreme Cook back on the floor. Kwame Evans as well for Dana Altman. Bellamy and this man, Jackson Shelstad at the guards. Shelstad step back, rolls it off the glass eventually.
At the top of his game, not having the offensive game he'd like, but still setting the table for the Boilers.
Averaging 9 assists per game, tops in the Big Ten this year. Double on the block, cross court, deep corner three up.
Still posters at halftime.
Got hit, he thought, taken away on the break. The dunk, Shelstad, yes.
In a flow, and when Oregon slaps that three-quarter court press on, you have to sprint back and find shooters and know who you're guarding, and Puck Johnson's one of those guys you have to find. Jackson Shelstad on a heater right now, and he stays. Efficient offensive showing as usual. Kern slices, can't get it. Evans taps it to Cook. Well, Shelstad wanted it, gets the feet set, and rains in another three. Offensive glass on it, because you can get matched up against bigger guys as a guard, or you're just not on anybody. And there, Puff Johnson, just a free run to the rim, and he laid it in. Shelstad had the lane clear out and pulled up there. And then just had to heave that one up. And Hicks has got to knock down some shots for Penn State. The hope was for Penn State, his free throws. Getting out in transition could get him going. At the end of the half is Shelstad. Marco Dunn gives Penn State the lead. Nobody there on the edge of that ball screen. That's an easy one for DeMarco Dunn. First lead since it was 12-11 for the Nittany Lions. Doesn't it feel like it's Shelstad time? He's got to get rolling here for Oregon. He's got the ball in his hands with 8 on the shot clock. Nick Kern is right with him. Kern still glued to him. Shelstad hit it anyway. Pass. A little bit of good look. Big to big. Angel back into play on defense. But Hicks whisks it away with Bartholomew. With the hit ahead for Shelstad. All alone for a finger roll. Little cherry. Oregon will chew some clock, and you got a pretty good closer with the ball for the Ducks. Oregon trying to sweep this Big Ten road trip after the comeback win against Ohio State. Shelstad, 7 on the clock. Still probing. Got to his spot and hit again.
For Oregon. In 7 lead. And now a takeaway. Here comes Shelstad on the run to the rim for 2. He's got 5 early.
Excellent job.
The pick to take it away. Here's Tracy loping to the rim. That shot won't go, but the tip is there. How did Shelstad find 20 foul on Bradshaw? Battling for that board. Here's Shelstad. 9 points tonight, 12 points tonight for Shelstad.
For plays, man, earn you more playing time.
Roll, but a turnover. Mobley in traffic coughs it up, and Shelstad to the other end for the easy 2. He's got 14.
Wow, I think that's pretty smart.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Does Glover, turns it over. Shelstad out of the pile with a loose basketball. 43-36, Ohio State. And Shelstad, if Ohio State...
Our viewers, they're 5-1 when trailing at halftime.
But Micah Parrish delivers a big-time 3 for the Buckeyes. Just trying to hold off this potent Oregon team. Shelstad around the screen, answers with a three, and he's heating up. Casual for a big man to leap like that.
Yep.
Here's Biddle. Back it goes to Shelstad. Ducks down a pair. Shelstad, oh, he got free, broke the ankles, hits the three, and Oregon.
Set, get his shoulders lined up, and as you mentioned, 0 for 6 against Washington, so that's huge here early for Maryland.
Leading three-point shooter for Maryland. Keyshawn Bartholomew in, swing it, Shelstad. They could use that too. It's going to Reach trying to take Biddle, floater with the left hand. Evans a rebound. So Kwame back in there with the 2 fouls. Shelstad's got another three. It's the easy lay-in.
Oh, it's been some fantastic passing by Maryland. The guards are just spoon-feeding their big men.
Floater in the way. 3 for 3 so far in the game.
Yeah, I had a cousin from Chicago. He told me it's a confidence game. He's absolutely right.
These guys from the Chicago area know what they're talking about. If I do say so myself. We got another one. Dana Altman has not lost any energy or intensity.
Not at all.
Even though he's been on the bench 36 years in Division I.
He's very, very intense. And he's passionate about the game. You just love to see it.
See what they get out of the timeout. Shelstad. Yeah, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
I think that should be a continuation. I really do.
Yeah, it was on that initial push, but he didn't put it down after that. All right. What else would you like? We'll get into it at some point. You've got a number of rule changes you'd like to see. We'll talk.
I don't think anybody's going to listen to you, that, Terry.
We don't have time now. Tracy penetrates, kick, Shelstad. Boy, it's not only the threes. He's
got to try to find a way to get him involved. If I'm Gillespie, I got to look for my big guy to get him involved.
First things first, looking for a stop right now. Shelstad. Biddle going to set the screen again. Steps inside. There's the switch. Reese on him. Bit of a mismatch down low. Can't find Biddle. Going to let it fly. And why not? Here, and will be even more when the students come back in session.
Yeah, you talk about getting the crowd involved. They're into it now. 74-74 with 3:25 left to play. We got ourselves a good one.
Got to execute down the stretch in conference play. Even up 74s.
Let's see where they go with it. Jackson Shelstad has been the man all day. Now Junior Reese is denying him the ball. Maryland doesn't care who's on him. They're just not going to let him get it.
Switch back, Harris Smith on him now. Shelstad beat him on the cut. Contact, no call, still somehow.
8 last year for the Fighting Illini. Just 3% of that roster comes back in terms of minutes. They remake it, they refresh it, and they're back in business. Jackson Shelstad. He's played it. It's what they do. Will Riley. And Shelstad skies for the rebound and now explodes up the floor. Yes!
I mean, he needed this. Like individually, he needed that triple-double, and then he's Jackson Shelstad. That's a long. And Illinois are 2 of the better programs that we have in college basketball. We're going to get to see UCLA and Michigan State play a couple of times. Like that. Sign me up for that. Yes, please. I want more.
And dangerous play there to leave Threet wide open.
Here's Shelstad with the triple, and Oregon's on top. Up and under he went. That's a good finish down low.
And Weber State, just all the offense coming from Threet, 7 of the 11 points.
Shelstad from the nail, and he's got it.
A lot of times saw it on that drive to the hoop.
Burris with a drive to the rim. Can't finish the layup. Bamba's able to keep it alive, and Oregon's got the basketball yet again. 17 rebounds for Oregon. Shelstad quick too, and he's got it. Reed with a crossover to the right, taken away by Jackson Shelstad. One-on-one with Hennig, goes up, rolls it in. Left of action here in Matthew Knight Arena. Shelstad fading away. Bank is open on Sunday. 50. Spinning left, fading away, high off the glass, somehow rattles out. Shelstad's right there to strip the pass away and score. Really fallen off here for Weber State. Hard pass, deflected, taken away by the Ducks.
And Oregon on this run, hitting a couple of triples, now just shooting under 40% from beyond the arc.
Shelstad wants a three. He's got it.
He's had a quiet first half offensively as Cameron gets his second shot attempt of the half. Like everybody had a quiet first half, except for Reynaud for the Cardinal.
I like that, though. Got him a touch at the foul line. He can go to work there or go down low. Cameron coming from that dunker spot just missed the layup.
Look at Reynaud in the defensive position here against Shelstad. Shelstad's first points of the night.
Dual agendas on this Oregon team. When you have this many good players, it can't be I need to get more, I need more shots. It's we win games, and some nights everyone's going to score. Some nights it might be Biddle going for 20 plus, Shelstad, whoever it is.
But Donovan Young with the basket. Brandon Angel on the bench now with his 4 fouls. The former Stanford Cardinal playing against his former team for the first time tonight for the Ducks. Shelstad.
Good decision.
You'd have the same reaction as Reynaud punching the Stanford.
Well, that kind of night for Stanford tonight.
Now here's Angel. Biddle. Shelstad lost it.
See, I don't like that. Oh! I mean, he gets the bucket guy, but he's trying to dunk it. That might work better.
Here's Shelstad with 10. Oh, what a finish. After a good rest.
Good find by Shelstad. Phillips just missed the open shot.
Mid-range off the mark from Trent Perry. Here comes Shelstad pushing.
Talking about it. They need to get a little more tempo there. Shelstad,
where the game is played.
Good luck telling Oregon that. They got 30 more uniforms they got to
you're right.
out this year.
At least this color. This looks great. Here's Bam Tracy. Shelstad, another clean look. This time he hits it.
Big one. See where they go here. Kyle in the game now, Biddle. And they roll him down to the block.
Shelstad all the way.
Miscommunication.
Biddle knocks it up in the air off the backboard, and Tracy's got it. Shot clock is off.
No timeouts, Oregon.
Shelstad for the lead. One of the key players for the Trojans.
Mentioned the depth of Oregon, but you like their starting lineup. They check a lot of boxes with that starting 5, and Shelstad with an easy one. Dribbling more is when the other team is guarding you and denying stuff and being physical, and that's exactly what USC did.
Tracy gets it to Brandon Angel. To Shelstad, and he lines in a 3. And SC trying to take Oregon off of that list before the night's done. At least the night in the Pacific time zone. Shelstad steps in and connects.
I like that.
On it back, he's got 21 points. His third 20-point game this year.
That was really a physical play by Claude, putting his shoulder down. Shelstad back the other way.
And now can take the lead. This game hasn't been tied since it was 2-2. Oregon hasn't led since it was 2-0.
They've just hung around all night. As good as USC's been defensively.
Shelstad!
Hanging on to the basketball for Alabama. Darian Reed and has his pocket picked. Up ahead, Shelstad running the floor, and the reverse is good. 8 turnovers for Alabama. But what do you have to say?
I did. He said, listen, defensively, we did some good things, but we lost track of their shooters. We have to pay more attention to our scouting report. And then also the second chance points opportunities. We have to be better on the glass. Alabama scored 9 of their points off of second chance opportunities.
I think you got to have the ball in Nelson's hands. I mean, right now, mismatch. Oh, great hands.
Shelstad picked his pocket. In transition. Shelstad, no! Oh, count the basket.
That looked clean right there. I'm sorry.
Bamba. That was tough. Tip rebound.
Once again.
Shelstad. Knockdown.
That you're going to send out into the world and once you want to represent your program.
Buzz is also an avid reader. I'm borrowing from his book recommendations.
4 to 5 a month?
Where does he find the time?
Goodness, I need his hours.
Do audiobooks count? They do for me.
Okay. I can't. My attention span, I have to read it.
Good ball movement from Oregon. They've got the looks, just have not hit. Shelstad. There it is. So it's kind of in the glass off to Phelps now. Ooh, Wiltshire was stepping up to take a deep one, wasn't he?
Tried to shoot it before he caught it.
Moss cut off baseline. Shelstad makes himself available. Oh, the kiss off glass.
That you can live and die with.
The ones he was calling for in his halftime interview with Lauren. Like you said, putting it to work early. Knotted at 32. Biddle swings it. Tracy to Shelstad for the lead. Oregon's first.
Definitely Phelps and Taylor.
Now Shelstad shoots a gap. The Ducks have made 8 in a row. Lebaski puts his back to the basket and goes to work. Knocked out. Claimed by Shelstad. He steps through. He got all the way to the rack. His third block in a big spot. His team has it with 1 minute to play and a 1-point lead. Trying to stay undefeated on the young season.
And I think the ball has to come back to Bamba.
Shelstad. Got it!
DeMarco Minor. And rewards were tied, but the ball caroms out.
4 shots at the rim so far for Oregon State.
And look at Shelstad with a sweet follow. Cook didn't let him have the shot. C does.
It's a set play to get him a shot. He's supposed to be a knockdown shooter. It just hasn't happened yet.
Bamba hands off. Shelstad.
And again, rather than sooner. Another turnover.
Another turnover. The Oregon defense playing at a different level. Shelstad. Shelstad and the Ducks.
They're going to run the pick and roll.
Minor takes it.
He's trying to keep him in the game by himself. They can't do that. They got to do it with their offense, and he needs some help.
Bamba tried to go by LT, and Shelstad gives us.
Penetrate and found the man. They're exchanging baskets. Good offense. You know where the ball's going. Left side, left baseline to Biddle.
2:45 and the students are roaring again. And there's a silencer.
Oregon State knows if they can come up with a stop and a rebound, they're going to get the last shot.
And the Beavers have a timeout to use, but they need the stop. Shelstad in. Shelstad scores it.
Dumps it down, and Jones makes it 2-0 Portland.
Good pass from McKinnon, and Todd Jones a little more physical than he was last game.
Nate Biddle, they triple team Biddle. Shelstad is the open man, and he knocks it in.
As Masic, another one doesn't go.
But despite his cooler start, Portland is up by a point. Shelstad, he fooled Austin, and he knocks it down. Austin fell asleep.
This team is playing well. Portland's getting more deflections right now than Oregon. That is not something Dana Altman likes.
He really counts those deflections. One of the first things he usually mentions when somebody asks him his thoughts about the game, Dana Altman.
That was the difference between your game the other night, between the first half defense and the second half defense, the lack of deflections, second half.
There's a no call there, and it results in a three by Shelstad. 4-minute scoring drought for the Ducks at the moment. Masic throws it away.
Tracy makes the play, the deflection and the steal.
Shelstad coast to coast by a point since halftime by making 3 threes. Since the break, Austin in all sorts of trouble from Moss, and Shelstad gets the easiest 2 of the game.
The caution having a game he will happily forget about. Now it's Oregon using clock.
Brent Ballou back to the scorer's table. Wonder if that's for Masic.
I would not be surprised.
Shelstad.
Defensively in their man-to-man stuff, they can always go to that press after makes. See if we see some of that tonight.
Encouraging sign for Montana. Money Williams, capable of exploding offensively and played well. He was still healthy at the time when they lost to Oregon last year. In this building at about the same time of the year. Shelstad throws it in.
He can do that. He's
for their last 10. Montana. Williams. Davidson wasn't looking for it. Here comes Shelstad racing right past the defense.
He's got such a good burst in the Oregon front line, but he finds a way with his strength and his explosiveness to get to the rim and score.
Had an injury year, had a COVID year, so it's his 6th year. He moved to Montana for his final year with his wife and 7-month-old daughter. Joe Bridges. There is the shooting.
To do going up against the 7-foot-tall Nate Biddle, hang in the air and score.
How about the up and under from Shelstad on the other end? It's the pick. Steps in. Moses fadeaway 2 on the way, short. Good defense by Nate Biddle, and here comes Brandon Angel for Oregon.
And those aren't the kind of jump shots you want if you're UCR. That's contested, that's off balance, and that's low percentage.
Step back 3. Shelstad is good.
Your team, and you can't be committing fouls like that.
So here's Shelstad. Finds an opening in the lane. Up and off the window and in. You get Jackson Shelstad. Oregon a 16-point lead. It's been a very efficient night for the Ducks offensively. They've forced timely turnovers against the Highlanders. And it's going to lead to an opening night victory in their first season in the Big Ten Conference. Shelstad. Floater 2 from mid-range.